Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 23.
21. Here we go. Hey, gun.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 39 yards there, a big one.
First down, 49ers.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check. I got you.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
35-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Here we go. Wait, 80! 11. Check right. Watch 36 to Mike.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here we go. 180! Watch safety green.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Check safety. No. 11. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Christian Travis.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 13-year man puts it through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Murray now on 1st down. They'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Flushed out right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now it's Lindsey. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Phillip Lindsey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. He'll have a first down past the 40. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
21.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. And he missed it. No good. This is going to remain a 2-point game after that one. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Come on, let's go.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Screen pass to Lindsey. He'll have a first down past the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Check 24, check
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
11.
On second down, a run with Breida. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. Like 20. Check like 21. Yeah, that's what I do. Hey, check like 21. Check like 21. Big. Tighten up.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
Well, I tell you, you can't fault the pass protection here. He had all day to throw, and he just couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. And quarterbacks will tell you that after a while, they start getting antsy back there. So this is just a great job defensively to stay with these receivers as long as they did.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. From the gun, Murray. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Get off the field, defense. Check 99. Check 99. 13.
On second down, it's Coleman. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the turnover, here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. A gain of 6 there on first.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
Out of bounds at the 15-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Play action. Now it's Murray. And he slings one that's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1-0 when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Check. Check out route. To the roll. West. Begin. Echo.
To throw, it's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Hakeem Butler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And he stopped immediately there. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
He's coming. We got double up. 65. 36 to Mike. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Here's Byrne to return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
On the set. 56 is the mic. Watch the out. Watch the out. Slam. Slam.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey, and he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. From the 44, Murray.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A nice job of just sticking the helmet down 9 yards on the play, but still 3rd and 12 now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
65, 65. 11, 11, 11, 11.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Stick. Hey, gun. Mike 21, check Mike 21. I got this. Check 13.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And the Cardinals, first down. First and 10.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Check 50.
Now Murray off play action. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Hauschka to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, watch it.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Here we go. 180. Watch the slant. Shoot. 12. Check. Cross.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
12. Hey, gun. 11.
Get wide.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Hassan Reddick able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores.
Here we go.
That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run. It's Lindsey looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
I know you feel that. Here we go. 60-yard. Go. 59. Watch the screen.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray, he's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Hey, gun. Motion backfield.
Watch 36.
12, fellas. Here we go.
Army. Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
36.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. Here's Breida. A big play there for the Niners. 53 yards. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
I got this.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead.
49ers 16.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. On 3rd down, Murray able to find Isabella. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, 77 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Hauschka now for the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. On the draw play, Coleman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
36 to Mike.
I got it. Hey, gun. Motion.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Hassan Reddick picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
21. I got you.
Check, 48's the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. 48's the mic.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Now Garoppolo lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. He's at the 30, 10, and they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for us.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice to such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now it's Bird on the return. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out, and no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right?
Yes,
as the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Ah, yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Alert!
Garoppolo. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. A good pickup there, a 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, Charlie.
Check, 48's the mic.
They're not ready for this.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Breida. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 12. I got him. 21.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. The kick by Crosby is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check 37.
Another run by Lindsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give it maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.